China's President Xi Jinping is making bold moves in Southeast Asia, pitching Beijing as a better friend than Washington. Why is Malaysia at the center of this charm offensive, and what does Trump have to do with it? Let's break it down for you. Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in Kuala Lumpur on Tuesday evening. This marks his first visit to Malaysia since 2013. The stop is part of a Southeast Asian tour amid rising tensions with the United States. Xi flew in from Vietnam, where he signed a flurry of agreements in Hanoi. These included deals on artificial intelligence, railway development, and trade cooperation. Upon landing in Malaysia, Xi said deepening what he called high-level strategic cooperation would serve the common interest of both nations and benefit regional and global stability, according to Malaysia's state news agency Bernama. Xi's trip to Southeast Asia comes during a tense global trade environment. His goal? Send a clear message that China is a more reliable economic partner than the United States. Many countries in the 10-member ASEAN bloc have been frustrated with the Trump administration's aggressive trade policies. Washington slapped a 24% tariff on Malaysian exports, accusing Kuala Lumpur of levying a 47% tariff on American imports, a claim Malaysia denies. Recently, President Trump introduced a 90-day moratorium on the steepest tariffs. During this window, most nations face a 10% tariff on goods exported to the US, but not China. Chinese exports continue to be hit with massive 145% levies. Xi's push is being seen as an effort to reframe the global economic order, one that doesn't center around the US. One expert called it China's attempt to bypass America. He met the Malaysia's King Sultan Ibrahim and Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. The Chinese president will also attend state banquets before departing for Cambodia on Thursday. In Vietnam, Xi delivered a strong message. He urged Hanoi and Beijing to oppose what he called hegemonism, unilateralism, and protectionism. He also pushed for a global economic system that is more open, inclusive, and balanced, according to Chinese state media. Trump, in contrast, told the Associated Press that China and Vietnam are trying to figure out how do we screw the United States of America. Among the three countries Xi is visiting, experts say Malaysia is the most strategically important. With a population of 32 million, a rising high-tech base, and its current role as ASEAN chair, Malaysia carries significant weight in the region. China has been Malaysia's top trading partner since 2009. In 2024, trade between the two hit $212 billion. An analyst noted that Malaysia's political influence extends across ASEAN, including in disputes over the South China Sea. Beijing is keen to sway Malaysia's position on these issues. Economically, Malaysia plays a big role in China's Plus One strategy, where Chinese firms diversify manufacturing and supply chains outside of China. Beijing also sees Malaysia as a potential partner in building a new global economic framework, including groupings like BRICS and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, the world's largest free trade agreement, which includes all ASEAN nations, along with China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. One expert said Xi's visit is about encouraging Malaysia to lean closer to China and avoid siding too much with the US. That may appeal to Kuala Lumpur. Geopolitically, Malaysia has shown signs of using ties with China provoke Washington on broader international issues like its vocal support for Palestine in the Middle East conflict. But at its core, Malaysia's interest is economic. It wants deeper investment from China and broader market access. As one analyst put it, Malaysia is dying to get some more investments from China. Xi's message to Southeast Asia is loud and clear. China is here to stay and it wants to lead. Whether the region takes the offer, especially under the shadow of US tariffs and trade wars, remains to be seen.